はいはい、あの子は今日も部屋から一歩も出てきません。相変わらず空想の友達の話をしています。私がそんな子はいないのよって説明すると、見たこともないような恐ろしい形相で、あの子のあんな顔見たこともない。先生、明るくて元気で、
お母さん、
朗らかだったあの子はどこへ行ったのでしょ
う。落ち着いてお母さん、正念場ですよ。ここは気を強く持って。娘さんはもっと辛いのです。今我々が見放してしまったら、彼女を守ってあげられる人はいなくなる。私も可能な限りバックアップします。一緒に元気なナオミちゃんを取り戻しましょう。
Good luck。
ありがとうございます。少し心が落ち着きました。では様子を見てきます。
ええ、気をつけて。あまり刺激を与えないように。
ナオミ、ナオミ、もう寝ちゃった？お母さんだよ。開けるよ。
You should really fix that sign.
ナオミ、またそこにいるの？立ちっぱなしじゃ足痛いでしょ。ベッドに座ったら？お母さんね、今日いいことがあったの。お買い物に行ったらね、ペットショップにすっごく可愛い子猫がいて、ほら前にナオミが飼いたがってたでしょ。茶色い毛並みのスコティッシュちゃん。その子がずっとこっちを見てるの。
I didn't know you were a cat person, Naomi.
ケージから離れられなくてね、ナオミにも会わせたいなって。ね、明日一緒に出かけない？学校は休んでもいいって先生が許してくれたよ。サボっちゃってお買い物行こうよ。いやかな。ねえ、ナオミ、どうしてそこにいるの？そこに誰かいるの？
セイコ。
ナオミ、あのね、冷静に聞いてね。お
You
母
should
さん
probably
も
stop now.
知りたいんだ。
Because whenever you say
あなたの友
don't
達の
get
こと。
mad, that's usually going.
あ
That
なた
usually
のクラスの
guarantees that
聖
you're
子
going to
ちゃ
say
んって
something that'll piss somebody
いつ
off.
からいるの？
ずっと
あなたのクラスって？
2年9組。
うん、そうだよね。みんなとっても仲のいい素敵なクラスだって聞いてるよ。だけどね、だけどどの子に聞いてもね、
出てって。どうせ信じてくれないくせに出てってよ。出てって。信じてないのに信じてるふりをして、私のことをおかしいと思ってるんでしょ。
ナオミ、手を痛めるよ。やめて。いい、そんな子はいないよ。気をしっかり持って。
気は確かよ。おかしいのはみんなよ。
落ち着きなさい。
うるさいな。みんなどうかしてるんだ。私が正しいんだ。
ナオミ！ナオミ、お願い、落ち着いて。
離して。
お薬よ。ナオミ、落ち着けるよ。楽になるよ。ナオミ、飲みなさい。飲め。
that's just cruel. I mean, her face is gone. I mean, if you're going to erase any trace of her, I mean, why not do the whole damn picture? That opening, though. Anyway, greetings! My name is Neosekken, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play of Corpse Party Book of Shadows. Now, this is the next main installment in the Corpse Party series after Corpse Party Blood Covered. I decided to check out Corpse Party Rebuilt and Corpse Party Zero before starting this game after having completed my Let's Play of Corpse Party Blood Covered Repeated Fear for the 3DS. And I enjoyed the first game enough here to where, well, I'm now checking out the rest of the series. Or at least what I can currently get available on PC, and do Let's Plays of them accordingly. I know there's at least a few other games that are currently in the process of localization right now, including an actual full-blown sequel to this game called Corpse Party Blood Drive. But when exactly it's going to arrive on PC, I have no idea. But either way, that's something I don't really think any of us really need to worry about for a while yet. So, anyway, yeah, this is, to my understanding, this game is meant to basically be a world-building kind of game here in terms of its plot, and it takes place at various points, both before, during, and after the events of Blood Covered. So it'll be kind of all over the place. But I don't really mind that at all. I don't mind world building either. So I think I'm going to just check out what this bonus thing here is real quick before I jump into the game proper. Unlock status. Review progress toward unlocking 1% of the game's bonus features. So we got 3.76% of albums, which indicates the unlock rate for CGs in the Gallery of Spirits. And music indicates rate for BGMs in the Cursed Phonograph. So I'm assuming that's the jukebox, essentially. Cast interviews. Indicates the unlock rate for commentary tracks and soulful testimonies. Also, what's nice, what I found that's pretty nice and neat about this is I can use both a gamepad and PC controls simultaneously. Now, I don't know if that will really give me any benefits to playing the game, but, well, I suppose I'll figure that out if it does later on, if the opportunity ever presents itself. So, use CG artwork skills for Curse Phonograph, listen to any unlocked music tracks, EVP machine, listen to and create conversations using any of the game's if I can only talk, binaural 3D voice files. I hope I said that right. So, wait. So I could basically like take voice clips all throughout the game and just mix and match them in order to basically just create any kind of abomination of a conversation I wish. I might have to try that at some point. Maybe I'll make it like a bonus video or something for this series. And soulful testimonies. Listen to commentary from members of the game's voice cast. I don't know if I'll want to actually record this or not. Because if it's just listening to random because it really is just listening to random commentaries of the voice cast here and their experience of the game here, I mean, I don't know, that just seems like something that maybe I should just leave alone here, and if you guys are really that curious about it, maybe you guys could just check it out yourself, and I could just listen to these things behind the scenes when I'm not recording, so I can get close to 100% completion on my own. I don't know, I mean, if you guys want me to check, if you guys think it'd be fine, and you want me to, and you really want me to record checking these things out here, I mean, I guess I'd be up to listen to your feedback on this. But for now, I'm just going to assume that you guys don't really care about this sort of stuff, and I'm just going to make sure that I at least check out all this other stuff as I unlock it. So we got our CG artwork here. I can resize it. I can even turn it sideways. Now, why the hell I'd want to do that, I don't know. Unless there's CG artwork where there's hidden messages that I can only read properly if I turn them sideways. That's probably... I'd almost be willing to bet money that at some point that's actually going to happen. Anyway, also, there's a screenshot button right there, too. And a hide menu. Well, I guess this will make it pretty easy to take screenshots for thumbnails. Poor Seiko, though. You're missing a face. I want your face back. Having a hole in your head is just weird. And I know it's not your fault and all that you have a hole in your head now, but seriously, if there's a way I can fix that, then I'm gonna try. Anyway, we're almost like 15 minutes into this and I haven't actually started the game proper, so I think I'm wasted enough of your guys' time, so I'm going to go ahead and start a new chapter. So we got 7 chapters. Well, assuming, of course, there isn't like any hidden chapters I can unlock after I see a certain amount of these, or achieve a certain amount of total game completion. Because I suppose that's also a possibility. Yeah, I really wouldn't be surprised at all if, as I play this, I discovered that this game also has extra chapters, much unlike its predecessor. Anyway, Seal. Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen.
いい天気です。
Ah, what
あゆ
lovely
みちゃん、
letter.
今日も学校で楽しく過ごせているでしょうか？
I wonder how Ayumi's faring at school today. I hope she's enjoying herself.
今日も精霊たちが騒いでいる。
I think I remember you. You're Ayumi's older sister, yes?
私やあゆみちゃんが
Oh,
と
whoops.
ても
Damn it. Up.
と
Hey.
ても近
Okay.
いところに
Stop.
あれの存在、まさか
Oh,
あの子に話しておかなきゃいけ
damn
ない
it.
かも。
Uh,
悪いことが起きなければ
stop,
良いのです
damn you!
が
Stop! I'll be right back here. I gotta figure out how the hell I'm supposed to control this thing. Okay, I think I got a better grasp of the controls now. Sorry that you had to see that. That was just embarrassing for me. I started to imagine what might end up happening if I get control of a large vehicle, like a damn semi-auto or a tank. I think everybody around me would be in grave danger. If I can't control a visual novel, what chance do I have of controlling something like that, you know? I mean, it's hell of a jump, I know, but whatever. Either way, I think I got a hang of it. So let's just start this again proper, shall we? The spirits seem unusually active again, though.
私やあゆみちゃんが小さい頃から感じていた嫌な予感がこの数日でより大きくなった気がします。
And there's that old sense of unease
何が起
too.
こっているのでしょうか。
The same one Ayumi and I have been feeling all our lives. But stronger than ever. I don't like it one bit. Anyway, you got some interesting knickknacks on that shelf over there. Mind explain to me what half of them are?
とても近いところにあれの存在を感じる。
I can sense its presence. It's gotten very, very close. You might want to put a no trespassing sign on your property then. Maybe whatever it is, it will respect property rights if it sees a sign.
まさかですよね。気のせいとは思いますが。
But that's preposterous, right? I'm probably just imagining things. You're a spirit medium, yes? Like as in an actual one. You can actually sense spirits and you're not just some two-faced fraud that's just nickel and diming people. Basically, I'm assuming that you're kind of like a certain other spirit medium that I encountered in Blood Covered. I don't think, in that case, I really don't think that you should just ignore these senses of yours. I mean, you're gifted with them for a reason. It'd be kind of tragic if you just ignored them and bad stuff ends up happening as a result. And I mean not just the bad kind of stuff that you just, you know, just... It's not like, I don't know, like you have a premonition about, okay, don't go at this, don't make a right turn at this one street here, just take a left instead, and if I take a right, I end up crashing into something. I think it's, whatever this is, it's gonna be, it's a lot worse than something like that, as bad as that may be. If I'm making any sense at all here.
あの子に話しておかなきゃいけないかも。ですね。
Maybe it would be best if I talked with her about it.
悪いことが起きなければ良いのですが。
I only hope nothing bad happens. I'm willing to bet you real money something bad will happen. So, assuming that this scene takes place right after the events of Blood Covered, Repeated Fear, then I can only imagine how Ayumi is faring with all this. I mean, we just witnessed how much bad shape Naomi is in. Yeah, if it's not apparent to you yet here that maybe you should check out Corpse Party Blood Covered Repeated Fear if you are just jumping into the series for the first time. it really would be a good idea, I think, if you guys did that here. Because, well, I knew going into this here that playing that game first and maybe Corpse Party 0 is would kind of be really important for you to do before jumping into something like Book of Shadows. Otherwise, you're probably going to get hopelessly lost on what's going on. Plus, to me, it's just something here that you should do with sequels of any kind to any game here, unless you know going in that they're largely self-contained or something. It's just common sense, if you ask me. Book of Shadows, Episode 1. Seal. So, this is your room, Naomi. I think. Unless you're visiting somebody. Now that I can actually see it proper and there's actual light in here, it's kind of cute. Very tidy. I'm not sure what that stuffed animal right in the center, right underneath your window is, though. I know that the one on your bed's a cat, and the other one over there is obviously a bear. But I have no idea what that one is.
カバンを投げ出してベッドに寝転び天井を見上げる
I threw down my bag, collapsed onto the bed, and stared up at the ceiling.
見慣れた照明見慣れた天井の模様部屋の隅っこにある見慣れたシミ
These were my familiars. The familiar lighting, the familiar patterns I knew so well, and that familiar stain in the corner. What kind of stain?
私が5つの誕生日の時
Maybe you should use bleach
開ける前の缶を振りまくって
or
炭酸
carpet
ジュース
cleaner.
をお父さんが天井にまでかけた時のシミ
I remember when my dad made that stain. It was my 5th birthday, and he just opened a can of soda I'd been shaking. And you guys didn't think to use carpet cleaner right then and there. Or maybe you were just out at that exact moment, because that happens sometimes. You're just out of clean supplies that you need, right as a spill happens, and well, as a result of that, it ends up leaving a stain that you just can't quite get rid of. And every time you look at it, it just drives you crazy. If you're a little bit of a neat freak like I am when it comes to that sort of thing.
これだけ見慣れた光景を眺めているんだから当たり前だとは思うんだけど時々感じる不思議な既視感
Staring up at my ceiling was something I'd done a million times before. But today it felt strange. Like I'd just come from doing the exact same thing.
今の瞬間この出来事って前にもあったんじゃないかって
And I'm not talking of the general act of lying in bed and looking up, but a more specific sense that I'd experienced this singular moment in time once before. I believe they refer to that as déjà vu, Naomi. Usually it's a pretty
それは
trippy
デジャブ
feeling.
って言って心に新たな可能性が生まれている証拠なんだって
Hi there, crybaby. How you doing? I believe the term you're looking for is déjà vu. Supposedly, déjà vu signifies that a new destiny has just been born within you. Except for the second sentence you just said, I already suggested déjà vu. You're too slow, not Naomi. Not Aomi. Ayumi. Your very presence is making my mental faculties go haywire. Go away.
おめでとう中島さんもう一人の人格が誕生しつつあるわよ
So congratulations, Nakashima. You may be a whole new person now. Can we get you to experience déjà vu so we can get a new version of you? Like a new version of you that's more similar to your PC-98 counterpart, perhaps? I like her because she cries a lot less than you.
そういえば最近自分のことを客観的に見つめている自分がよくいる
So said the class rep, making light of the situation in her usual creepy way. But maybe she was right. I've been more cognizant of my actions since then.
こういうのって考え出すと止まらなくなって頭痛くなるから、いつもはすぐやめるんだけど。
Usually, if I pay too much attention to every little thing I do, I begin obsessing. And then I just give myself a headache and end up calling it quits.
それが今日に限っては本当にリアルにいつも以上に大きくなって
But this
私
day,
の周りを包んでるんだ。
but this deja vu was real, and it was far stronger than it had any right to be. This wasn't your run-of-the-mill spooky feeling. It was all-encompassing. I was about to suggest you go see a spirit medium about it, but on second thought, I'm not exactly sure how any random spirit medium would be able to help you with a very overpowering sense of deja vu. You'd probably be better off asking a Time Lord for help. Seiko!
ナオミさんの家はどこに行ってもナオミさんのスメルがするわ。何ここ、天国？
No matter where you go in this house, it all smells just like you, Naomi. Is this heaven? Well, it is her house. I mean, what else do you expect it to smell like? Milk? Anyway, can we all just admit, and can we all just simply be honest with ourselves and just admit that Seiko is clearly has a genuine crush on Naomi? Like, if this goes beyond just your typical
前
fan
にもこれ
service.
あった気がするの。
I swear, Seiko, doesn't it feel like this has all happened once before?
何が？
What has?
聖子をうちに泊めたこと。
You sleeping over here?
なんか次の日服を買いに行こうって話をしたような気がね。
And then the next day, we were both like, hey, let's go clothes shopping. Don't you remember?
ご冗談を。
Haha! Surely you jest.
私がついにナオミを攻略してこのサンクチュアリへの潜入に成功したのは今日が初めてなのですよ。
Long have I sought to capture thee and infiltrate the walls of this holy temple. But today marks my first successful conquest.
だよね。気のせいか。
Yeah, I guess that isn't the sort of thing I'd have forget quite so easily. Must just be my imagination.
ついにフラグが立った。
Yee-ha!
私とナオミさんの。
Finally, our flag has been planted! Seiko and Naomi, together at last!
楽しもう。フラグって何？
You bet. This is going to be lots of fun. But what's all this about a flag?
おいおいわかりますよ。
Oh, I think you know.
そう。今日は私の家で聖子とお泊まり会をすることになってたの。
And so began my first ever slumber party with Seiko. Protect your butt, Naomi. Protect it with your life.
語源が終わったら速攻学校を出て、お菓子とジュースを2人でたっぷり買い込んできた。
The moment fifth period ended that day, we tore right out of school and loaded up on all the junk food and drinks we could carry. I hope it's nothing but junk food. I mean, get some fruit in there.
聖子とは長い付き合いになるけど、お互いの家に泊まったりしたことはなかったから、私もちょっとテンションが上がってる。楽しみ。
Seiko and I have been friends forever, but neither of us had stayed at the other's house before, so we were both pretty excited. This was going to be fun.
ああ、そうだナオミ。一応うちに連絡入れていい？今日のことは伝えてあるけど、学校から直行してきたからね。
Naomi, do you mind if I make a quick call home? The kids know where I'll be, but I should still check in since I didn't have a chance to swing by. Oh yeah, that's right. I almost forgot that you're pretty much raising your siblings. Or were.
ああ、いいよ。家電使う？
Good God. Since you're basically the only parental figure that they had before Blood Covered happened. Oh shit. Since you're the only parental figure that they essentially had before Blood Covered happened, who the hell has been taking care of them? Are they even still alive? They didn't starve or anything, did they? On account of you, basically, suffering critical existence failure in the living world? Sure, go ahead. Do you need to use the landline?
あ、大丈夫、携帯で。ありがとう。電話入れとかないとユウが寂しがると思うのよね。
No, no, my cell phone will be just fine. I just worry about poor little you, you know? He'd be sad if I didn't at least call.
わかった。じゃあ喋ってて。ちょっと私もトイレ行ってくる。
No problem. You do your thing, and I'll take a quick bathroom break. Lock the door. And also make sure that the lock is blocked so she can't peek through. And stuff a towel underneath the crack of the door. And if the gaps in between the door and the door frame are wide enough, use some kind of tape. Make sure she cannot peep. I don't trust
ホー
her.
ル中の携帯を片手に V サインを送るセイコを残して部屋を出る。
I exited my room, glancing behind me to see Seiko holding her cell phone to her head with one hand, while flashing me a peace sign with the other.
なんだかほんと新鮮。私の部屋に友達がいること自体が面白い。
The mere idea that there'd be a friend waiting for me in my room when I got back was just so exciting.
今晩たっぷり話せるんだもんね。何話そう。何話そう。
Oh, the things we could talk about that night. Where should we start? What stories should we tell?
オッケー。よし、ゆう。明日お父さん遅くなるらしいからね。文化祭の片付けとお友達の送別が終わったら帰るから。
If you're gonna tell any stories at all, I implore you, tell something different that doesn't involve a ghost story about a young girl falling to her death somewhere, or a woman being pushed down steps somewhere, or anything similar to that kind of tale. And don't do it on a rainy night. Whatever you do. Have some variety, please. That's all I ask. Yeah, okay. Looks like Dad's going to be late coming home tomorrow. Oh, right, the father. It was just the mother that disappeared. It's not like as though you yourself were just raising them and just making a minimum wage or something here in order to afford a house and all that. So your siblings are probably okay. Anyway, looks like Dad's going to be late coming home tomorrow, so I'll head your way after the festival cleanup and all the goodbyes. Oh, the culture
一緒に準備し
festival.
てお父さんサプライズしようぜ。
So, obviously this takes place before the events of Blood Covered. So, Blood Covered began with the end of a culture festival and them cleaning up their classroom after the fact. So I guess my question then is, just how many days, if not weeks, before said culture festival does this event take place? Anybody got a calendar? I don't think that's a calendar by your desk, Naomi, so somebody move the camera over to a calendar. Then we can get ready for Dad's special surprise together, okay? Yep.
じゃあみんなによろしくね。ちゃんと暖かくして寝るんだよ。じゃあね。
Give all my love to the others. And make sure you all tuck in tonight so you don't catch colds. Take care, you.
大丈夫だった？
They holding up okay?
ありがとう。これで今日は心置きなくナオミと一緒にいられるよ。
Sure are. Which means I've got nothing to worry about. I can enjoy my time with you to the fullest. Put some armor on your buttocks, Naomi.
楽しそうだね。
Sounds like you're ready to have some fun.
ナオミこそ。
And I'll bet you are too.
何話そっか。
So, what should we talk about?
何でも OK だよ。一緒にこうしている時間が幸せなんだもの。
Anything you'd like. I'm just glad to have this blissful opportunity.
なんだろう。なんだか照れくさい。
I really can't say why I felt so shy and embarrassed.
いつも一緒にいるのに、
Two of us were always together, after all.
場所が学校から自分の日常の空間に変わっただけで、すごく距離が近くなった気がして。
Changing the setting from school to my personal space just seemed to bring us a lot closer.
私は聖子の顔をまじまじと見てしまった。
I found myself staring at Seiko's face, as if studying it.
この子、こんな顔してたっけ？
Did she always look like that? Look like what?
この子、私を友達と思ってくれてるんだ。
This was someone who regarded me as a friend.
とか、いろいろ考えて、なんだかよくわからない緊張をしていた。
All kinds of inane thoughts were swimming through my head, and for some reason, they were making me really nervous. What kind of inane thoughts? I'll be the judge of whether they're inane or not. Tell me your secrets.
ああ、じゃああれ行こうよ。さっき買ってきたチョコソーダ。
Hey, you know what we've got? We've got that chocolate soda we bought. Chocolate soda? What the hell kind of beverage does that taste like? Can't you just drink chocolate milk like normal people? Wanna try it out?
おー、行こう行こう。
Do I? Just try and stop me. Well, milk can be fattening because dairy and all that, but then again, soda can is full of all kinds of stuff too, like sugars and junk. So, I don't know, pick your poison. Do I? Just try and stop me.
少しチョコレートの色味がかかったキラキラ透明な液体をコップに注ぐ。
I took out the bottle we'd purchased and poured its fizzy contents into 2 cups. We had the faintest tinge of It had the faintest tinge of chocolate color, but it was otherwise clear.
弾ける炭酸がパチパチと心地よい音を立てている。
As it hit the bottom of each cup, that familiar, comforting sizzle of carbonic acid rising from liquid echoed forth amidst a froth of bubbles.
色は綺麗だね。地雷だったらどうする？
Well, it's sure a pretty color. But what do we do with the rest of it if it sucks? I was about to suggest, I don't know, putting it into squirt guns and then having a squirt gun fight, but, well, it's soda, so it's gonna make everything sticky.
その時は明日学校持ってってみんなに振る舞って遊ぼう。
We take it with us to school tomorrow and offer it up to everyone, but the soda won't be good by then. I mean, never mind. Make like we're being real nice, see?
それはいいね。はい。
Hey, that's a good idea. No, it's a terrible idea. You don't know what you're talking about. Alright, here you go, Seiko.
ありがとう。よし、じゃあ同時に飲もう。
Thanks. Okay, well, let's drink it down on the count of 3.
オッケー。じゃあ、
Sounds good.
せーの。
1, 2, 3.
おいしい。
Damn, that's good.
気がつけば二人ともいつもの調子でずーっと喋ってた。
Before I knew it, we were up to our old tricks, talking on and on like we always did at school.
同じことで喜んで、同じことで笑って、同じ時間を共有するのが少しも苦痛じゃない。
We smiled and laughed and felt joy at all the same things. Spending this time together, we could each forget all our troubles for a while.
こんな友達ってきっと一生のうちに何人も出会えないと思う。
This is the kind of friend that comes along only once in a lifetime. You could say that again.
なんで今日はこんなにこの子が愛しいんだろう。本人に言うと図に乗ってグイグイ来るから言わないけど。
I was starting to get really sentimental, and I had no idea why. I certainly could admit it to her though, or I'd never hear the end of it.
聖子とは大人になってからもずっと一緒にいられたらいいなって思った。
I just kept thinking to myself, I really hope Seiko and I could be friends like this clean into adulthood. For the rest of our lives, even. What are you feeding her, Seiko? I'm assuming that's some kind of chicken.
なんだろう、修学旅行みたいなテンションのせい？
And honestly, Naomi, your mother looks so tired. I hope she gets enough sleep. I mean, I know I know at the very least that Japan is very work heavy, but sleep is important, you know? Maybe it was that same weird sense of camaraderie one tends to feel during overnight field trips. I don't know.
お母さん、ご飯超美味しいです。はい、ナオミ。はーん。
You really are clearly enjoying this, Seiko. Mrs. Nakashima, this food is stupendous! Come on, Naomi. Say ah.
え？あ
りがとう。あなたたち本当に仲がいいのね。
Thank you. You two certainly are close, aren't you?
いつもナオミから話を聞いていて、どんな子だろうって一度会ってみたかったのよ、篠原さん。
I heard so much about you, Shinohara, that I felt I simply had to meet you one of these days. And then fast forward a certain amount of time, well, yeah.
ナオミさん、私の話をしてくれてるんですか？
Oh, Naomi's been talking about me, has she?
食事時とかあなたの話ばっかりよ。今日はこんなことして遊んだとか、あんなところに一緒に行ったとか。
Oh, all the time. During meals, you're always a hot topic around here. She never fails to have some story about where you two went or what you did. While I imagine that when you have someone like Seiko in your life, there's rarely a dull moment in life.
ご家族公認ということですね。嬉しい。てれてれ。
You sounded like, I don't know, a crow or something? Some kind of bird? When you laughed like that? Either way, it was strangely cute. So I've been accepted by the family then. My tears of joy overflow at the prospect. I must be red as a beet right now.
聖子？
Seiko?
あと、そうそう、持田聡くんのお話とか楽しそうに話すのよ。きっとこの子。
Oh, and it's not just you. Naomi also loves talking about that Satoshi Mochida boy. Whenever he comes up, she just gets so excited. I think she likes...
お母さん、やめて。
Mom?
ね。
Ixnay on the Toshe. Okay?
あら、ごめんなさい。
Sorry, dear.
知ってます。愛しの持田くんのこと。ナオミさんってこう見えて奥手でしてね。
Oh, don't worry. I know all about her feelings towards her beloved Mochida. Naomi may seem like a strong girl, but she's really quite the shy one.
聖子、ストップストップ。
Seiko, stop. Just stop.
あなた、情報通ね。ね、今度私とデートしない？
Wow, you're certainly well informed. What say you and I have a girls' night out sometime?
美味しいものご馳走してあげるから。学校でのナオミのこと聞かせて。
I'll treat you to something good, and in return, you tell me everything you know about Naomi from school. That sounds like legal bribery to me.
喜んで、お母様。
What kind of legal bribery is it? I'm quite curious. Does it involve chicken? It'd be an honor and a privilege, Mrs. Nakashima.
ちょっと。
Hey, come on now.
さてさて、お腹いっぱいになったかな？
Well then, have you two gotten sufficiently stuffed?
じゃあ、お湯張ってあるからお風呂入りなさい。女の子同士なら一緒に入るでしょ？
I've drawn a bath, so you should head in while the water's still warm. Is this about to go where I think it is? Are we gonna get a bath scene featuring these two? Convenient censorship with bubbles and steam and all. I bet some of you watching are probably gonna enjoy that. Not that there's anything wrong with that or anything. No kink shaming here. Unless it's really disgusting shit, then, well, I'm gonna kink shame the shit out of you. You're not into disgusting shit, are you, girls? I assume you'll be okay going in together since you're both girls, no?
フラグ回収。ここで決める私。
Damn straight! My flag is firmly planted now. The day is totally won!
え？何？一緒ってどういうこと？フラグって何？
Yeah, it's totally going in this direction. Hold on to your butt, Naomi. Huh? What are you talking about? Are we really going to bathe together? And seriously, what's all this flag business about?
さっさっさ。お母さんお風呂お借りします。
Never mind that, just come on. Mrs. Nakashima, we're going to borrow your bathroom.
はーい。よく温まるのよ。
Roger that. Make sure you two get nice and warm. Don't you,
セーラー
Seiko?
の襟を引っ張られて脱衣所に連れ込まれた。
Seiko, don't you dare make me say lewd things while you're in the bath. Seiko and I removed the labels from our school uniforms on the way to the bathroom dressing area.
やっぱり恥ずかしいから別々に入ろうと提案したんだけど。
I still felt a little uncomfortable, so I suggested we bathe separately after all. You got an electric fence that you can stick between you two, because I think that's probably the only thing that's going to keep her from getting her hands on you.
抵抗も虚しく、
She-
聖子は私の服を脱がす仕事に取り掛かった。
She's an opportunistic one, that Seiko. But Seiko just mumbled that resistance is futile and said about taking my clothes off. See what I mean? You haven't even sat foot in the tubs yet or on the stools, and she's already got her claws all over you.
慣れた手つきでスルスルと衣服を剥いでいく
She doesn't miss
様
a
を見て
beat.
確信する。
With only a few swift movements, she had my whole outer uniform stripped away in no time at all.
この子はプロだ。人の服を脱がすプロ。訓練されている。
She was a bona fide pro, a real expert at taking people's clothes off. Disturbingly well practiced. Now that's a quotable little line if I ever heard one.
うわ、熱い。
Ah, hot, hot, hot!
ナオミさんの家のお湯は熱めなのですな。
No kidding. The hot water at your house doesn't mess around.
お母さんが入れたお風呂はいつも設定温度が高い。
Yeah, Mom
半
likes to...
身浴は温度が低めの方がいいっていつも言ってるんだけど。
Yeah, Mom likes to run the world's hottest baths. I am intrigued. I like hot baths and showers. I keep telling her that when you're soaking, lower temperatures are better, but she never listens.
もう。
I probably just shared too much, didn't I? Sorry? Ah, well. Achoo!
あれ、体冷えてる？いけませんな。もうちょう！
What's this? Is your body feeling chilled? Well then, take this!
風邪ひかないでね。服脱ぐの時間かけすぎだよ、ナオミったら。
You're going to catch a cold if you're not careful. You've got to be quicker at taking off your clothes, Naomi.
そんなに恥ずかしがらないの。ほら、こっち向いて。
Come on, don't be shy. Here, look this way.
洗面器に汲んだお湯で自分も体を清めながら聖子がドヤ顔をする。
Seiko had such a dumb, self-satisfied expression on her face as she scooped up water in the basin and dumped it over our heads. I can picture it in my head perfectly.
よく言う
The
よ。
grin
私の意思お構いなしに
is like
あんなに手際よく
one-fourth-
服剥いどいて。
The grin is almost to her ears, and she's got a very cat-like nose. I think you're unshy enough for the both of us. I mean, you're the one who tore off all my clothes like they were paper.
毎日弟たちをお風呂に入れてるからね。
Well, I do bathe my little brothers every day, so I've gotten pretty good at speed stripping other people. Is that the sort of thing you should boast about, Seiko?
なるほどね。
Okay. That makes sense, actually.
さあ、恥ずかしがらないで友情を深めましょうや。
Anyway, you need to loosen up. Let's take this opportunity to deepen our friendship. I don't think... I really hope you're protecting yourself, Naomi.
はいはい。もう吹っ切れました。
I don't like where this
じゃ
is
あ、
going.
背中流してあげるよ。ほら、
Yes,
座って。
yes. You've thoroughly broken me out of my shell. Now, how about I wash your back? Have a seat.
お願いします。
Oh, yes, please.
買ったばかりのシ
I
ルクタオ
totally
ルに
called it.
ボディーソープをたっぷり
Convenient
つけて
censorship with steam
血
and
色のいい
bubbles.
聖子の体を洗い始める。
I lathered up a brand new silk towel with body soap and began washing Seiko's back, marveling at her perfect complexion.
スタイルいいなあ、この子。
I never noticed before just what a classic beauty she was.
新品なんだよ、これ。喜ぶといいよ。気持ちいいでしょ？
I swear, this thing is reading like a love story, almost. I bought this special just for you, so I hope you're enjoying it. How's it feel?
そこ、
Yeah,
そこじゃよ。
yeah, that's it. Right there.
それに呼応して、獣のような変な声がお風呂場に響き始める。
And that's when all the language broke down and the sounds emanating from the bathroom began resembling strange animalistic cries rather than human speech.
変な声出さないの。
Cut it out, you sound demented. Demented is not the word I'd use in this situation. Just a little farther up. Please.
ここ？
Here?
そこそこ。
Yeah, right. There?
かゆかったのね。はいはい、じっとして。
I made you itchy, I'll bet. Alright, hold still.
聖子の体がみるみる泡に包まれていく。
It didn't
で
take...
も、こするたびにビクンと反応するのはなんとかならないものか。
It didn't take long for Seiko's back to become completely enveloped in soap suds, but I could still detect a reaction to my every touch. Well, well, of course, you would detect a reaction. After all, her favorite lady in the whole wide world is washing her back. And she's so cat-like, I swear. Just scratch the right spots and they'll just lean right into you.
あれ？聖子ってくすぐったがりだったっけ？
Don't tell me you're ticklish.
バレたか。私超弱いんだよね、触られるの。
Guess the secret's out. I'm really, really ticklish.
よし、徹底的に洗おう。
Oh boy. You've opened yourself up to attack, Seiko. I almost feel sorry for you. Well, in that case, it's a thorough washing you shall get.
今日汗見るね。
Yeah. So you're on the offensive today, are you? Wait, stop! Gah!
聞こえないよ。ほら、ほら。
What was that? I couldn't hear you over the sound of my furious finger work.
スイッチの入った私は、聖子の背中をこれでもかとこすった。
I was on for sure, and nothing was going to stop me from giving Seiko's back full treatment.
今日の語源のホームルームは文化祭の準備だったから、埃とかで汚れた体をきれいにしてあげないとね。
After all, homeroom today was spent setting up for the culture festival, so we both got pretty dusty. A nice scrubbing is exactly what we both needed.
くねくね動くな。待て待て。
Stop squirming. Hold still. Swear the noises you make.
聖子スレンダーだよね。肩甲骨すごいよ。
Man,
なんか猫
Seiko,
みたい。
you're really slender. Your shoulder blades are incredible. Like a cat's. See, even Naomi agrees with me. She's cat-like.
そう自分じゃ見えないからよくわかんないや。あ、私はね、ナオミの鎖骨好きなの。
Are they? I can't really see them, so I wouldn't know. But for you, it's all about that sexy, sexy collarbone.
何そのおじさんっぽいの。
What? You sound like an old fogey or something.
美しい。大きい。
But so beautiful. And so big.
はいはい。じとっと違うとこ見ない。
I don't think that's my collarbone you're staring at.
舐めるように私の胸を見ている聖子を眺めて、私はふと違和感を覚えた。
As I gazed at Seiko, staring at my chest with hungry eyes, I suddenly had another flash of deja vu. An uncomfortable one. My eyes drifted to her neck. Oh, now I'm noticing. Her neck. Are those what I think they are? Rope burn?
なんだろう。首に何かあざのようなものがある。
There was some sort of mark there. A bruise that wrapped all the way around. Well, this is painting this whole thing in a rather uncomfortable light.
聖子、それどうしたの？首引っかいた？
Seiko? What happened to your neck? Did you scratch yourself or something?
なんかある？
Something there?
なんかうっすらだけど赤くなってるよ。
It's pretty faint, but there's a red mark.
覚えがないな。
Don't remember injuring myself or anything.
聖子の首に薄く浮かんでいたあざは指で描いたというよりは布でこすったような感じだった。
The bruise on her neck, though slight, looked less spotty than you'd expect if it were made by human hands. It seemed more even, like it came from cloth. You know, I'm thinking, how is that bruise even showing up? Because this obviously is taking place before blood covered. So, they shouldn't be dealing with all the supernatural happenings that place can inflict on anybody just yet. So, how is this happening?
聖子ったらお汁粉屋のたすきをずっと今日首にかけてたもんね。
Probably a result of wearing her kimono cord
白い
tied
肌
around
が
her
台
neck
無
all
しじゃ
day.
ん。
For the red bean soup and stand. What a shame to see her pure white skin so damaged.
早く治るといいね。
I hope it heals soon, whatever it is.
ナオミ。
Naomi.
我慢できない。
I can't hold back any longer. Those be fighting words, Seiko. Naomi? Fight!
何が？
Huh? What now?
そんなことより尻を揉ませろ！
I told you to protect your ass! I just gotta grab that ass! Yeah?
チェイサ
Chase on!
うわ、ちょっと聖子、
And-
荒ぶりすぎだよ。
And Seiko, what did I tell you about making me say lewd things? I should whap you with a newspaper. Bad Seiko. Ah, Seiko, seriously, cool down, girl. I think you've gone totally mental on me.
辛抱たまん
I just can't help myself. Yeah, we know, Seiko. You're an impulsive butt grabber.
もう一つ布団あったのに。
It's quite the condition. Possibly infects you for life. Protect your asses, everybody. whenever Seiko shows up. Especially if your name is Naomi. You know, we do have a spare futon.
これでいいの。
Don't worry, I'm fine right where I am.
シングルベッドに無理やり二人で入り込む。暖かいけど、寝返りを打ったら落っこちそうだ。
Two people sharing a single bed would make for a warm night. But if either of us rolled over, there was going to wind up clean on the floor. I think they could do a slightly better job looping the chirping crickets and cicadas outside.
私が床に布団で寝るよと言ったんだけ
That's
ど、
just a
聖
minor
子は堅
nitpick.
くなにそれを拒んだの。
I offered the bed to her, and was perfectly willing to spend a night on a roll-out futon, but she wouldn't have it.
聖子が狭くないならいいんだけどさ。
Well, as long as you don't feel too crowded, I guess this is fine.
あったかくて素敵。このままナオミとチューできたら死んでもいい。
It's all warm and cozy. I love it. If only I could kiss you like this, I'd die a happy woman.
口を数字の3みたいにして目を潤ませてこっちを見ながら
With that,
何を言ってるんだろうこの子は。
With that, she puckered her lips into a shape resembling the number 3 and looked at me expectantly. Maybe I should title this episode Neo watches Naomi deal with Seiko's cat-like behavior or something like that. Something like that. I'll figure it out here once I'm done recording this. With that, what had gone into her? Her lust. For you.
じゃあしない方がいいよね。聖子いなくなったら嫌だもん。
No, we better not. Happy woman or no, I hate to see you die. Please stop saying stuff like this. You're making me uncomfortable and have very unpleasant flashbacks to Blood Covered.
しまった。
Ah, damn. Hoisted.
なんだろう、超楽しい。
I was just thinking, this is really fun.
正直自分でも気づいてる。
It was around that point when I started to realize the truth about Seiko. That she's a lusty butt grabber?
多分聖子のセクハラとそれを笑ってスルーしている私を傍から見たら仲良しを超えた二人に見えるだろうなって。
After all, if an outsider were to witness her blatant act of harassment and my complete dismissal of it, they'd assume we were more than friends too. Well, are you?
だけど私はもちろん聖子だって全然恋愛的なそういうのじゃなくって。
But it's not like I was actually in love with her. I really didn't feel that way at all. I wonder what Seiko would think if she heard you think that.
本当に大好きな友達として
I just,
私たち二人の距離感ってこれが普通なんだよね。
I just thought of her as a very dear friend and figured this closeness we had was pretty normal. Depends on your definition of normal.
だから時々される誤解を解くのが大変だったりもするんだけれど。
It seemed natural, in fact, that our behavior would lead to a third-party misunderstanding every now and again. So Seiko just grabbing your butt and pretty much anything she can get her hands on you is just nature. I think maybe you're just conditioned to horror. It's okay, Naomi. I know that you're not being honest with yourself. Blink twice if you need help. And I just have to set the record straight.
それはそれで面白いから私もちょっと楽しんでいたりもするんだ。
But honestly, even when situations like that arose, They were pretty fun in their own strange, silly sort of way.
私ね、友達とめたの初めてなんだ。
You know, Naomi, you're on the left side of the screen, so stop whispering in my right ear, please. You know, this is the first time I ever had a friend over.
私もお泊まり会って初めて。一人でベッドで寝るよりも全然いいね。
Or is the game implying that I'm right between these two? I don't know how to feel about that. This is my first sleepover, too. Sure beats lying in bed alone, I'll tell you what. Ow.
あれ、大丈夫？
Oh,
さっきのお風呂場のビンタ強すぎ
you
たか
okay?
な。
I might have slapped you a little too hard back there.
腰の入ったいいパンチだったぜ。平気だけど。
You sure did put your back into it, slugger. But don't you worry, I'm just fine.
聖子がほっぺたをさすりながら、いい笑顔をする。
Seiko was rubbing her face lightly where I struck her, but smiling from cheek to cheek. Well, she kind of brought that on herself, so again, I almost felt sorry for her.
ごめんね。ねえねえ、今度さ、聖子ん家に私も泊まりに行っていい？
Sorry again. Hey, how about I come stay over at your place next time? What do you say?
来て来て。弟たち紹介する。絶対来て。
Oh, I say yes, yes. That way I can introduce you to the little ones. You're absolutely welcome anytime. You never met her siblings before?
ありがとう。
Thanks.
窓の外から差し込む月明かりが部屋の中を幻想的に照らしている。ふっと私の中でまた現実感が消える。
The moonlight crept its way in through my bedroom window, giving the whole room a dreamlike glow. Soon enough, I was beginning to nod off.
私は今どこにいるんだっけ？夢？
Where
いや、
was I?
現実だよ。聖子の体温を感じるもの。
Was I dreaming? No, it was just my room. I could feel Seiko's warmth next to me.
でも実は本当の自分は全然違うところにいて、ずっと経験しているこの現実がそこで見ている夢だったりしたら？
Or maybe I was somewhere else entirely, in this whole world. All of my life's experiences were just one big dream. No, I think you just watched The Matrix too much.
眠くなるとろくなこと考えない。
Man, it's hard to form a coherent thought when you're dead tired.
じゃあ明日大変だし、寝よっか。
Well, tomorrow's a big day. Let's get some sleep. Tomorrow's a big day, so you mean the culture festival. So, is this whole day taking place right before Blood Covered?
だね。文化祭だもんね。
I guess I would
現実にお泊まり会とかチャレンジャーだよね、私ら。
I guess I would explain the bruise on Seiko's neck. Somewhat. There's still plenty of questions I have for that bruise, but I mean, at least if Blood Covered's events start like tomorrow, then it makes some degree of sense as to why it's at least showing up now. Or at least so you'd think. I still need to... Yeah, I already said my thoughts on it, so I'm just gonna move on. You said it. From sleepover right into a culture festival. We're true challengers.
寝坊しないでよ。布団ひっぺがして冷蔵庫の保冷剤お腹に乗せちゃうからね。
Don't you dare oversleep. If you do, I'm pulling back the blankets and putting an ice pack on your stomach. Naomi! How could you? You should do it on her lower back where she'll really feel the shock. If you're gonna do something like that, do it right. You silly nincompoop.
大丈夫だよ。私の朝の速さはおばあちゃん並みなんだから。
Oh, don't you worry about that. I'm such an early riser, I put middle-aged women to shame.
よーし、行ったね。じゃ、 おやすみ。
I'll hold you to that. Anyway, good night, Seiko.
おやすみ。
Good night.
早っ。
Wow, that was quick.
聖子も疲れてるのかな。気持ちよさそうな寝息を聞いていたら、私もどんどん眠くなる。
Seiko must have been exhausted. I could hear her calm telltale grunts and rhythmic breathing signifying that she was out cold. And it was contagious.
この子、びっくりするほど体温高い。昨日の夜は寒かったけど、これはいいや。湯たんぽだ。
I couldn't get over just how much warmth her body was generating. The previous night was so cold, but this was perfect. She was like a hot water bottle.
あったかい。
Personally, I prefer the feeling of fresh laundry out of the dryer, especially blankets. One of the best sensations that you can experience as a human being, IMO. So warm.
だね。
I didn't think you were asleep.
わ、起きてたの？
Whoa, you're awake?
ナオミの声はいつだって熟睡してたって聞こえるの、私。教室でもそうでしょ？
I can hear your voice even from the deepest sleep, Naomi. You've experienced that before during class, remember? You're just so fine-tuned to her voice. It's just strangely
も
cute.
う超能力の域ね。てか、授業中寝ちゃダメだよ。
Is that some kind of ESP or something? No, I think it's more like kitten love. I would say puppy dog love, but she's more like a cat, like I said before, so kitten love. And wait, were you sleeping during class? That's not good.
ねえね
Hey, I have a question.
え、将来結婚してもさ、変わらず私と一緒にいてくれる？
In the future, even after you get married, will you still spend time with me like this?
もちろんだよ。急だね、また。
What? Of course I will. Talk about a bolt from the blue.
本当に？
For true?
本当に。
For
当たり
true.
前じゃない。私と聖子は何があっても友達。
I mean, we're
ずっと
friends,
一
you
緒だよ。
know? Through thick and thin. And we always will be.
ありがとう。
Thanks.
なーに急に。もう。
Man, you're really a spaz sometimes. You know that? Wanting reassurance from somebody you really like does not in itself make you a spaz, Naomi. You don't earn a gold star today.
聖子がバサッと布団をかぶる。何この萌えキャラ。友達以上の感情が芽生えたらどうしてくれるのか。
Seiko yanked the covers up over her head like some girly anime heroine. If she really did think of me as more than a friend, how was I supposed to react? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
ナオミ？
Naomi?
ずっと一緒にいようね。
Let's always be together.
おやすみ。
I'm so grateful that we're not in some form of old Kisaragi Academy or Heavenly Host. Otherwise, a little statement like that, asking somebody else to stay together with them forever, would instantly have me afraid. You bet. Good night, Seiko.
おやすみ。
Good night.
聖子も私と同じことを考えてたんだ。
Seiko and I seem to be thinking the same thing.
嬉しい反面、なんだかまた照れくさいような変な気持ちになった。
We were both so happy, but there was another side to the coin. There was a certain awkwardness as well. It was a strange sensation.
聖子はやっぱりすぐに寝息を立て始める。こっちを向いて丸くなってる。
Soon enough, Seiko began moaning and breathing heavily for real. She had fallen fast asleep, facing me, curled into a fetal position.
目の前で寝ている聖子の頭をじっと見ていると、不意に手が動いて、そのまま撫でてみたくなった。
As I lay there staring at her head, my hand moved of its own volition and began gently stroking her hair.
おかしい。寝入りかけのテンションのせいかな。不思議なほど自然に。私はそっと聖子の後頭部に手を回してみた。
Strangely, it didn't feel awkward or embarrassing at all. Perhaps because I knew she was asleep. It just felt natural.
そのままお母さんが子供にやるように、ゆっくりと頭に沿って手を動かしてみる。
I slid my hand more toward her back and continued rubbing her head gently, like a mother would her child's.
いい頭の形。丸いな。私はよくわからないことを考えながら、聖子の頭を撫でていた。
What a lovely shape her head was. Perfectly round. I just kept stroking her hair, thinking about this and that.
聖子が私の胸に顔をうずめてしがみついてくる。あれ？寝ぼけてる？
Suddenly, she clung to me and buried her face in my chest. Was she still half awake?
なんか変な絵だけど、今晩だけいいや。
What a strange scene this was. But just for tonight, I was willing to let it slide.
よしよし。いい子いい子。
There, there. Good girl. Good girl.
今日夕方から雨降るみたいよ。二人とも傘持って行きなさい。
It's supposed to rain all evening, so make sure you both take an umbrella with you.
はーい。
Got it.
あ、お借りします。ありがとうございます。
Ah, thanks for the loaner.
よーし、元気に行っておいで。篠原さん、
Have
デ
fun
ートの
today.
約束考えといてね。
And Shinohara, you be sure to think about where to go on that date of ours.
はい、お母様。
Yes, mother.
誰がお母様？
She's not your mother, you know. You're thinking of the wrong kind of mother, Naomi.
びっくりするほど早起きな聖子に布団を剥ぎ取られて、私はくしゃみをして目を覚ました。
Seiko had woken up ungodly early and pulled my futon away, forcing me up with a chill and a sneeze. Well, she was telling the truth, Naomi. And she didn't even need to use an ice pack on you in order to get you to feel chill.
髪を溶かして制服を着ると、
You're-
お母さんが作ってくれた朝ごはんを頬張って、私たち二人は家を飛び出した。
We both combed our hair and put on our school uniforms, then scarfed down the breakfast my mom had made and flew out of the house.
急がないと準備に遅刻しちゃう。
If we didn't hurry, we'd be late for setting up.
おほ今年もすごいね。
Oh, things are looking pretty grand this year, too.
そうだ。私準備室からお椀運んでくるから、聖子先に教室行っといて。
Yeah, it's really coming together. But I forgot. I have to go get the bowls from the prep room. Seiko, you go on ahead to class, will you?
了解。あ、カバン持ってっとくよ。貸して。
Roger that. Oh, and I'll take your bag for you. Give it here.
ありがとう。
Thanks.
文化祭、如月祭当日。結構歴史のあるこの学校で、今日は第何回目だったかな。
It was the day of the culture festival, or Kisaragi fest. Our school has a whole lot of history to it. and this festival had been part of it for ages.
中等部から高等部までみんな30分後の開催に向けて出し物の準備で忙しそう。
Every,
超賑やか。
every student in the junior and senior high alike was busy getting ready for the festivities, which were due to start in around 30 minutes.
後で時間があったらいろんなクラス回りたいななんて思いながら
I wondered if I'd have any extra time afterward to go check out the other classes' projects.
家庭科準備室に洗って伏せておいたお椀を抱えて私は自分のクラス2の9へ向かった。
We'd previously washed the bowls we were planning to use and laid them out in the home EC prep room. With those bowls in hand, I proceeded toward class 2-9.
いつもの階段を上り2階の奥にある教室へ向かう。
I climbed the usual staircase and headed toward the usual room, stepping carefully so I wouldn't drop any dishes.
今日私たちのクラスではお汁粉屋をやることになっていた。
The plan this year was to host a red bean soup restaurant.
教室に近づくと廊下にまでもう甘い香りが漂ってる。
I could smell the sweet red bean paste more and more clearly with every step I took.
朝ごはんいっぱい食べてきたのにもう食欲が顔を出す。
I'd
や
eaten
っぱり甘いものは別腹だよね。
I'd eaten so much food at breakfast, and here we had even more food rearing on its head. But when it comes to sweets, I say bring it on.
おはようみんな。お汁粉屋のお椀ってこれぐらいで足りる？
Morning, everyone. These look like there'll be enough bowls for today, don't you think?
おはよう。
Hello, Mayu. Good morning.
おはよう。それぐらいあれば大丈夫。
Hello, crybaby. Ah, morning. Yeah, that looks like it'll be plenty. Oh. Hey, Yoshiki, my man, how you doing? It's good to see your face.
おはよう岸沼。サトシも。
Morning, Kishinuma. Morning, Satoshi. Satoshi, what are you doing standing around there looking like an envelope without an address on it? Naomi.
なんだかサトシが変だった。きょとんとしてこっち見てる。
Satoshi
ま
seemed
た
a
寝
bit
坊
out
で
of
もしたのかな。
sorts. He was just staring blankly. Was he still half asleep?
気になったけど私はまず両手に抱えたお椀を置こうと教室の奥に入っていった。
It bothered me to see him like that, but I literally had my hands full, so I couldn't really dwell on it. I pushed on into the classroom.
足元が見えない、怖いな。落とさないように。
But I couldn't actually see what was in front of my feet, and I have to admit, it was kind of scary. It would be a real challenge not to drop anything. So we now actually get to see what your classroom looks like during the actual culture festival. Not gonna lie, looks like the sort of establishment I wouldn't mind eating at.
いやー、ナオミ。おはよう。
Naomi. Good morning, my dear.
ちょっとセイコ、お尻触んないで。おはようじゃないでしょ。
Naomi, I keep telling you to protect your ass, but, well, you seem pretty bad at following the advice of others, so maybe I'd better just save my breath for somebody who will listen to me. Because you're clearly not having any of it, and well, frankly, that's okay. You do you. When Seiko isn't doing you, that is. Anyway, speaking of which, Seiko, you still have that mark around your neck. Yeah, Seiko, stop grabbing my ass. Haven't we already said our good mornings anyway? Oh. So is that how you two say good morning to each other? Grabbing each other's buttocks? Kinky.
手の塞がったナオミさんを見て私が放っておくとでもお思いか。
Ah, crap.
いや、
Well, luckily for me, I figured out how to access the message log, and I also noticed that there is a darkening thing right there on the right side of the screen. So I'm assuming that what that means is I'm going to have to deal with darkening later on into some capacity. Which is probably going to suck. Anyway, what did you say? Oh, but how can I resist an opportunity like this? Naomi, hands restricted, unable to fend off my advances. Can I... There we go.
手の塞がったナオミさんを見て
So I can play the voice here. Now continuous play
手の塞がった
just does continuous play, I guess. Okay, so the message log goes all the way back to the beginning of the chapter. I wonder if it just basically records the entire, either the entire session that you're currently playing, or if it just records everything that's happened in the chapter thus far, or at least everything up to a certain point, because I really have no idea how much information this message log is going to keep. Anyway. Look what you did!
ダメだよ。食器は清潔にしておかないと。仕方ないな。もう一遍洗いに行こう。手伝うわ。
Oh, now that's no good. Our tableware has to be kept clean. Guess we'll just have to go wash it all again. Here, I'll help. No, you go in a corner somewhere and be useful by just staying in that corner. And anyway, Naomi, Seiko, get your butts off the counters.
ごめんね。
Nobody wants to eat where people's butts have been. That's unsanitary. Thanks. Sorry for the trouble.
そうして始まった文化祭。私たちのお汁粉屋では鈴本さんの用意してくれた可愛い衣装を着て接客したの。
Those are some pretty unique kimonos. And so began the culture festival. All day, we wore the clothes Suzumoto prepared for us and served red bean soup to our schoolmates.
彼女は演劇部でいつも舞台の衣装デザインを担当していて、
She had a lot of costuming experience, having worked up on that side of things in a drama club for quite some time. Oh?
それだけじゃなく実際に縫製までしちゃうから、こういう服作るのも慣れたものでとっても出来が良くって。
She even did the sewing herself, putting all her practice to the test. And the kimono, excuse me, the kimono she prepared for us really were all of exceptional quality.
この衣装が超可愛いと評判になり、中等部から高等部まで全校の生徒が押しかけてくれて、うちのクラスは大にぎわい。
So good, in fact, that they became a centerpiece for us, bringing in students from the junior and senior high divisions alike. It made for a busy day.
私たちもサボる岸沼を追い回したり、休憩の時間にはいろんなクラスの出し物を見て回ったりして、みんな楽しい一日を過ごしたんだ。
When we weren't tending to customers, we were chasing after that slacker Kishinuma, or taking time to check out some of the other class projects. Now, Naomi, it takes a lot of effort to be a professional slacker. Give poor Yoshiki a break.
結局、私たちのお汁粉屋は校内人気第1位を獲得して大成功に終わったの。
In the end, not only did we have a really fun day, we also wound up being the most popular classroom in the whole festival. All in all, a rousing success.
時計の針は6時を回っていた。
Finally, the clock struck 6.
楽しかった文化祭も終わり、みんなで雑談しながらこの後片付けをしようねって言っていたんだけど、
As our busy day drew to a close, we all stood around talking. We kept saying we should clean up, but that kind of didn't happen. And you all get to pay very dearly for that as a result. You lazy fools.
気がついたら残ったのはサトシと委員長、聖子、森重、岸沼、鈴本さんと私を入れて7人のみ。
Before I knew it, there were only 7 of us left in the room. Satoshi, the class rep, Seiko, Morishige, Kishinuma, Suzumoto, and myself.
他の子たちはみんな帰っちゃったみたい。
It seemed everyone else had already gone home.
結局後から来てくれた副担の宍戸先生とお兄ちゃんを迎えに来たサトシの妹のゆかちゃんを巻き込んで9人で片付けをすることになった。
Our homeroom TA, Miss Shishido, showed up with Satoshi's little sister in tow, but they were it. We 9 became the de facto cleanup crew. And thus began the events of blood
おー
coverage.
片付いた。みんなお疲れ様。頑張ったね。
And thus it brings us here to this point in the time. It really is sad to see how much of a good day that Naomi had, and that Naomi and Seiko had before all this shit that's about to happen happens. In fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut the episode off here, and we can probably witness that shit I keep referencing happen in the next episode. Let me try saving. How many save slots does this thing give me? 64. While I appreciate the large amount of save slots available, who the hell needs 64 save slots? Whatever, I appreciate it regardless. So thank you, devs. There we go. We got a nice little thumbnail right there, featuring our boy, best teacher, and the class dog. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut the episode off here. I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of Corpse Party Book of Shadows. If you did, and you want to see more content from me, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.